Greetings, Quixote here, and I'm here to give you an update on my shed. I've been working on replacing a couple sheds in the back that were just awkward. There's 3 sheds that were, one was roughly 7 by 12, one was 7 by 28, and one was jutted off as in an L form. That was roughly 7 by 16 or so. 2 of those 3 I've already demolished, and in its place, so the 7 by 16 or so, the L, and then the adjacent 7 by 28 are the ones I've removed so far. I have not removed the 7 by 12 yet. That one is still currently up and is in use still, but I had to tear down the other ones to make room for this. So in the place, I have replaced it with a 12 by 16, and it's slightly taller. So I think it's like a foot taller overall. And of course it's starting to rain outside now, and thankfully we already have the roof. We have power in here. Everything that was in here before pretty much is in here now, except more durable, new, and consistent. It's not just like a hodgepodge of stuff. So right now, let's see here. What we have here, I've planned this shed for long-term upgradability, and as such, I have insulated the floor already. And one of the problems with the previous shed was we had some rodents, whether it be wood squirrels, rats, I'm not quite sure, at least some rats. There was quite a bit of rat damage, and so far I've had to take at least a 6 by 6 by 6 cubic area of stuff to the dump that had rat damage. And it's unfortunate. I'm upset about it, but there's not much I can do about it, so just keep moving on type thing. Stuff's been in storage for a while because one of the reasons I need to update the shed is I need to finish getting stuff out of certain areas of the house so I can finish renovating the house to be fully wheelchair accessible, which involves updating my room and my bathroom, adding basically the sleeper for it to raise it up another 4.5 inches and widening the bathroom a little bit to make it so I can actually turn around in the bathroom. I probably could have stuffed everything in the old shed, but especially now knowing that rodents were able to get into it, it was better to just work with an updated format that looks better in the long run. Actually looks really nice on the outside. It's not even painted yet. It's still just the primed T111. It's got shingles on it that pretty close match the house roofing, so it looks really sharp. So the floor is insulated along with 1/4 inch hardware mesh to help keep rodents out in the future. I've made sure the floor was extra durable. We did 1 1/4 inch subflooring, plywood style, with again the 2-foot on center beams. The walls are, because of this, since it's insulated, what you see is leftover insulation from the flooring. Eventually the walls will be insulated as well. That's for another time. Right now it's just for storage. Eventually I like it to be the workshop area. Maybe do some videos on workshop stuff as I work on it. I don't know, but that's down the line. Right now it's just getting it functional. I've set up switches out here. We have a dedicated, the sheds already had a dedicated 20 amp circuit, and so that is still the case. So not much can be run out here in certain regards, but thankfully with things like LED lighting, power usage has become minimal. Right now in here I have 4 LED bulbs that are switch based, or wall switch based, or switch on the driver of the bulb itself on these A19s. There we go, there's one, there's the other. You can see that they are different colors, or more specifically different temperatures of white. They are white attunable. They are not super bright. They claim to be the equivalent brightness of a 65 watt bulb. I would say probably closer to a 50 watt bulb. But the ability to, from the switch, change, it's a standard switch, to change what temperature. What you see over here, this one is currently at a 2700 Kelvin. This one is currently at about a 4000 Kelvin. And these two over here, I think, are both at 4000 Kelvin. Or 5000 Kelvin, excuse me. So they're not synced up right now. They're all on one switch. I'm going to update that and add 3 more switches just so that they can all be synced up independently. And part of the reason for this is how you change the modes is when they're on, you turn it off and then turn it back on within 2 seconds. And that switches the color mode, or the white mode basically. And so if they become desynced, which is possible, I mean, there is distance between the lines, which means that it is possible from capacitors or stuff from the driver, one light might turn off a little faster than the other. And so if you don't give it enough time to respond on the switch, well, you have what I have right now. When I put these all up, when my contractor screwed them in for me, they've been synced once already. And they're not synced right now, which is okay. That's fine. I also have an outside light right now. Let me get around to that. So here we have the north wall, gets the most shade. I have a single 2 foot by 3 foot window back here that allows for a good cross breeze because as you saw, I also have 2 foot by 3 foot windows on the south end. I have my Gorilla Rack shelving here. You see I have extra parts to build more, but I built this one last night. And it's coming along nicely. And we have the east wall where I have more supplies. Rotating the wheelchair here, give me just a second, there we go. And then again we have the south wall, which gets the most light. I also have to add the handle still. There we go. And again, kind of the covered area out front, just so that it's not so slippery getting in. And the walkway is a little more covered, a little more usable. And with the windows, you get a nice cross breeze in here. So I've been able to work out here, and then because I've already updated the power out here, I've been able to plug in my fan while I was, for instance, doing the shelving yesterday. Those of you that have seen my Facebook post this weekend or Monday, I think it was Monday, know that I've been fighting with a persistent headache / migraine since last Friday. I am pretty sure that is from my braces. As I mentioned last week, I started getting back into my braces last week. And as I mentioned in my video, for me getting the process to put them on, I mentioned that my feet were still a little swollen, so are my legs and whatnot, and so everything's kind of inflamed right now still, and I'm working on that. But as such, because I'm more inflamed, it's easier to cause some minor damage, and so I've definitely tweaked my shoulder, and it's letting me know. I am not as young as I used to be. I don't bounce back so fast. As much as I would like to, it doesn't happen anymore. So, yes, I built the shed or the shelf yesterday, but I did it slow. I did it with controlled movements, made use of tools, the sledgehammer or the rubber mallet to tap it into place instead of pounding it with my hand, for instance. So I was able to really support this shoulder. Even right now, using my camera, you can see I'm resting on my armrest because otherwise, I'm shaking a little bit. Obviously, I'm shaking also just because I have a heavy phone at the end of a stick here. But I need that because otherwise my face is more huge than it actually is. Thank you to the way cameras work. Anyway, I think I've covered everything that is going on in here. This is about the 5th take just because I've attempted to do it up close. I attempted to do it far away. When I did it yesterday, I had the fan going and it was just atrocious. Audio was atrocious. I needed the selfie stick because this phone only has one microphone and I kept accidentally covering it as I was holding it like this. And so there were parts where I was like that. It just wasn't good. I've tried doing the back-facing camera, much better quality. I get the 60 frame rate hertz, but my selfie stick doesn't have a mirror on the back for me to monitor it. If any phone company ever came up with a little preview window for the back cam, that would be amazing. That would be genius. Because many people love using the high def stuff. It's just not available on the front camera yet. Anyway, that is all I have time for right now. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe. And down in the lower corner, next to the subscribe button, is a little bell. Be sure to enable that bell to get notifications when I post videos. I try to do a few videos each week between real life stuff. Recently I've been doing some unboxings, singular. My primary videos still are the Minecraft or the modded Minecraft series. And just me and Buddy basically hanging out, having fun. So if you want to come and hang out with us, start a conversation, be sure to leave some comments down below, show some love, and we'll catch you all next time. Until then, this is Quixote and I'm signing out.